Hey guys, want to welcome everyone to the channel. You're watching Texas Silver. Right now we are driving up to Dallas. I've got Jeremiah Babe with me, and then a good buddy of mine now, Enrique. These two gentlemen flew to Texas, and we are driving. We're going to go to Tennessee. We're headed to Dallas right now. We're also going to go to Louisiana. We have a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not probably going to put out as many videos as Jeremiah is, but go over to his channel, check him out. That way y'all can see what we're doing. But so Jeremiah is looking at property in Alabama. So he flew in, him and Enrique, they flew in, and I picked them up, and now we are headed again up to Dallas. We're going to go see Chase from SD Bullion, and then we have a lot of other stuff planned. But when we were driving, we were talking about metals. They are ripping higher today. I think silver's up almost $1. The highest silver's been since 2011, I believe, and then gold's up $30. So we just want to talk about that, have the conversation of why you need to have these metals, and I don't think the prices are going to pull back from here. I mean, there could be some small pullbacks, but I think these metals are going to keep ripping higher, and we're going to talk about why you need these metals and why we think these metals are ripping higher.
I find it interesting that, you know, as we're watching these massive moves now in metal, that all those people disappeared that said, you know, gold's going to 800, you don't want to buy silver till it hits $8. I just think this is just the beginning, and we're going to see more and more days like this, but I think we're going to see bigger moves. Yes, we will see pullbacks. Nothing goes up in a straight line, but I think with all the uncertainty, geopolitical, political, the economy, war, the threat of the BRICS, all this is just going to play into precious metals moving much, much higher. So I think that people right now that think it's too expensive, I don't think you've seen anything yet.
No, and what we were talking about is crazy, is you have these huge moves. Gold has been hitting all-time record high, one after another. This whole month we've had, what, I think over a dozen record highs, and the media is not even talking about it. The Western media is not even mentioning any of this. So why are they not talking about this? The East knows about this. You've got China, India that are telling their citizens to stack these metals, and us as ignorant Americans as a whole have no idea about precious metals, why you need it, and what's going on in the metal space right now.
So you have to ask what is going on to see these kind of moves like today, where silver is up literally $1, and gold's just been on a tear now for weeks and for the entire year pretty much. But what is really going on? Are the prices going up, or is the dollar going down?
Right. Well, obviously it's the dollar going down, because an ounce of gold, an ounce of silver is still an ounce of gold or an ounce of silver. So yes, I believe it's obviously the dollar's losing purchasing power, but I think it's also losing its world reserve currency, its power,
status.
Right? Its status all over the world. You've got Russia that is completely out of the dollar now. They've dumped all the treasuries. China, what, they used to have like $3 trillion in treasuries. Now they're down to what, 700 billion treasuries. So all these countries around the world are dumping the dollar, and they are buying gold. And now Russia announced that they're buying silver on top of that. The Russian central bank is now adding silver to their reserves.
Yeah, and I think that we have to really pay close attention here, not to what we're being told, but to what the central banks are doing. And we've said this a million times, be your own central bank. You have to really be paying close attention to what's going on right now, because I think we're coming to a point where we're going to measure wealth not in dollars anymore, but in ounces. And I don't think the dollar will be obsolete, but it's going to become a peso type third world currency. And I think that that's where it's going, because the real true money is gold and silver. And you know, you had a friend over the house the other night. Well, friends of your daughter,
right.
Relatives.
Right.
She said that her dad watches the show, and he spent a lot of money buying gold and silver, but he didn't really spend the money. he really protected his money, because gold and silver really is the ultimate money. The dollars is just fiat currency, monopoly money. So you're not really spending the money.
Right.
You're really protecting your wealth and protecting your real money. The paper is just currency. The gold and silver is the actual money. And we're going to come to a point where, you know, you're going to need real money, because the world is now, yes, like you said, dropping dollars. And they've been dropping dollars for many, many years now. And it's going to accelerate. And you're going to have to protect yourself. You're going to need purchasing power, because your dollars are buying less and less. And you look at gold, it's buying the same that it bought 10 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. So these are things we got to start thinking about, because this stuff's going to start accelerating faster and faster. Enrique, anything you want to add?
Yes, so again, if you have the currency, the US dollars, to be able to purchase some of this gold and silver, anytime is a good time. Even if you feel like the currency has been going up every single day, always protect your assets. You do not have to put everything into it, but I do recommend that you put a good portion, because at the end of the day, if something happens to this economy, you want to be able to have some silver to be able to barter with, and also you want to be able to protect your money using gold as a backed asset as well.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add to that is the liquidity of these metals. A lot of people don't understand how liquid they are. You know, we were talking to Bill Holter, and he was talking about a transaction he did. Somebody was purchasing a business, and they sold off a bunch of metal quickly, and how liquid it was, how quickly they could raise millions of dollars, and people don't realize that.
Yeah. So I've always said this on the channel. I measure my wealth in ounces. And so it's crazy how many people, because anyone that I run into that's willing to lend me an ear, I talk their ear off about gold, silver, why you need it. And it's just crazy to me how many people are so brainwashed into wanting to save dollars. And I'm just like I can guarantee you that the dollar is going to buy less tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now. You're literally having your wealth stripped from you through inflation, which is an invisible tax. And people want to save dollars. We've been conditioned to save dollars since we're little kids. That's what our parents, everyone tells you. You hear, you know, from every source, everyone's telling you to save dollars. Like that's the American thing that you need to do, is save dollars. And that's absolutely the worst asset, if you want to even call it that, that you want to be in. Like, you do not want to be in the US dollar. You know, I get paid, I take those dollars, I pay all my bills, and then whatever's left, I roll into something, security, metals, land, you know, preps, you know, whatever. But yeah, you do not want to park a bunch of cash in the US dollar. If you're going to have cash, you need to have it in your possession, but I wouldn't say a large amount, just enough that if an emergency comes up, we lose power, grid down situation, then yeah, you want to have some cash on hand. Or, you know, when this goes down, you can have some cash to maybe jump in and buy some assets. But there's going to be a point where the dollar is going to be exchanging hands, which the velocity of money, that's what that is. It's just going to be changing hands so quickly. You're going to be wanting to spend those dollars because they're losing value so quickly. And so, yeah, don't hold on to dollars. You need to be in precious metals. Have a decent position in it. It's not an end-all, be-all, but you need metals to protect your wealth and have a way to transfer your wealth from this system to the next.
And I would add to that, inflation's not going away anytime soon. It's here. And I do believe we're going to see a surge in inflation. And you really have to be protecting your purchasing power with some precious metals. There's so much happening right now. And just think that if a big event took place, you're going to see more institutional money come into the market. And the more people wake up, and they're waking up, they're buying this stuff. It's going to get more difficult to find it, buy it. Premiums will go up. So don't think that, oh, you'll go get it when you need to. It'll be too late, because your dollars, it's going to take a lot more dollars to buy it. And that's if you can even find it.
Right, that's what I was going to say, if it's even available. So I know people are probably waiting for a pullback because these metals keep going up. I don't think that we interviewed Bill Holter yesterday, and he said once silver goes over 32.50, it's off to the races. So if you're waiting for a pullback, good luck. I don't know that we're going to get one, but I'm going to bring up, I think it was 2019. Silver pulled back. I think it was around $14, $15 an ounce. It pulled back to, I think, $12 an ounce. And so everyone's jumping in because the price pulled back, but all they did was raise the premiums. So the silver, the physical silver, didn't get any cheaper because all they did was raise the premium on these metals. So if you want them, get them, because I think there's going to be a point where you're not even able to get these metals.
So yeah, I would agree with everything you're saying. And make sure you can protect them too. So yeah. Guess we're pulling up to Buc-ee's, guys.
Yeah. So stay with us. We will keep dropping videos, but again, come over, check out Jeremiah Babe's channel if you have not. Good friend of mine. We've been good friends for what, about 5 years now?
6.
And so yeah, 5-6 years. One of my best friends. Go check out his channel if you don't already, and just follow the journey. We're probably going to be dropping more videos with him because this is his trip. I'm just here to be the Uber and for security and just have a good time. So thank you for being here. God bless. Like, subscribe, share, all the things.
God bless.